So I was walking down the street the other day, and I ran into an old man, and he asked me if I want to see a card trick. And I said, I love cards. And I said, sure, I'll see your trick. So he showed me three cards. And I said, all right. So he said, well, there's this. And then he put that card down, and he said, there's this. And he put that card down, and then there's that. And I said, all right. And he said, keep your eye on that. So he flipped the top card over, and he said, well, there's that. So then he took it, he shuffled it. He said, now where do you think that is? And I said, well, that's on the bottom. But then he said, this is on the bottom. And then I said, well, he said, where do you think that is? And I said, well, that's on the top. And he said, no, this is on the top. And then he flipped them back over. And he said, well, then that's obviously in the middle. So he fanned out the cards, flipped it over, but this was in the middle. So then he's like, well, that's on the bottom. But if that's on the bottom, where are the other this is? So I said, I want to see the top card. But that was also on the top. So then he flipped them back over. And then he fanned them out again. And I said, well, then this has to be in the middle. But that was also in the middle. So he put the card back in the middle. And he said, how are you doing this? Like, my sleeves are rolled up. I mean, there's nothing there. And then, so he flips over the cards and he says, well, this is on the bottom. But how can this be on the bottom if there's three that's? So then he said, well, here's this again. This is also here. And there's this again. So how is he? I asked him, how are you doing this? And he said, well, kid, there's something you gotta learn in life. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of the other. Thanks.